Good morning, everyone. I'm Jennifer Weiss with Llama Yoga. We're gonna get started here. So coming onto your mat, let's come down to hands and knees. Bringing the wrist right under the shoulders. Unless you have any issues with the wrist or shoulders, then you can just slide those hands a little more forward. Knees right under the hips. And then just taking a moment to really arch the back and gaze forward. And then hugging the navel in, rounding the spine. We begin to feel that the direction in both ways that our spine will bend. We overarch it or over round. And then coming to a nice neutral spine. So there's still curves, but it's not in either of those extremes. Bring your knees a little closer together, but still under your hips. And beginning on our right side, let's extend our left foot straight behind us. So leg extending right out of the hip socket. Right hand coming to your heart. Or extending forward. It's a nice long line from toe to fingers. Gaze is down onto your mat. So the back of the neck stays nice and long. And then bring that hand, bring the knee down. Switching sides, extending the right leg out and up right out of the hips. Left hand will come to the heart. Extend forward. Reach the hand and the foot further apart. Growing the spine, lengthening. And then lower both down to the mat. Beginning again on the other side. Left leg extends. Right arm extends. So feel that space, that length. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the knee and the elbow closer together, round your spine. And then as you exhale and straighten out, see if you can come back to that neutral spine. Exhale, round, inhale, neutral. One more, just like that. Inhale, extend. Draw that right hand down. Left foot, go ahead and bend the knee. So the left sole of the foot is pointing up towards the ceiling. And then just pressing your foot up towards the sky. Waking up the glutes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Open your knee out to the side. And now we're going to hit more into those outer hips. So lifting the knee up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Draw that knee down. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Right leg will extend out nice and long. Left arm will reach out nice and long. So pressing into the right hand, not collapsing into the shoulder, spine is long. Hug that knee, elbow towards each other, round your spine. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, hug in. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. One more time, coiling in. Extending nice and long. Just the left hand comes down. Bend your right knee. Press the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open your hip out to the side. And lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring that knee down. Curl your toes under. And so just for a moment, let's wake up those toes. So really making sure all 10 toes are down on the mat. It's kind of a little tricky to get the pinkies. And then shifting your weight back towards the toes. So waking them up, stretching them out. If it feels all right, you can walk the hands back a little bit, adding a little more weight. If it doesn't feel good, shift that weight forward. From here, let's walk forward. Lifting up and back, downward facing dog. Pressing into all 10 knuckles. Rounding through the legs. Extending up through the spine. Right leg reaches up to the sky. Hug the knee into the belly. Step forward, warrior one. So back foot grounds. Both arms reach up to the sky. Sweep the arms down, interlace the fingers behind the back, opening up the chest. You could also grab a towel and hold between both hands. Pause here, or fold forward, shoulder to the inside of the knee. Press down, rising all the way up. Warrior one. Bring both hands down to the mat. Step it back into plank. Keeping the legs long or lowering the knees. Coming down for chaturanga, that halfway point. Shoulder or elbows in line with the chest. Press right back up. And then let's come all the way down to the mat. Reaching the arms up and over the head. Forehead is down. From here, go ahead and slowly begin to lift the arms up off the mat. Feet can stay anchored. On your next breath, bend your elbows. Draw the arms back. So just different variations on locust here. From here, sliding the hands back towards the hips. Stay lifted. Breathing in and out. Release the hands to the lower back. You can bring one cheek to the mat or bringing your forehead down. Inhale, sweep those arms back, lengthening the spine, chest is slightly lifted. Again, feet can be down. From here, taking the arms out to a T. Bend those elbows, slide the shoulder blades back. You got this. Reach the arms over the head. Stay nice and long. Release everything down. Slide the hands right beside the body. Pressing up and back, downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up to the sky. Hug the knee in, step forward, warrior one. Both arms reach up. Plant that back leg. Press into the outer edge of your right foot. And now sweeping the hands down, interlacing the fingers. Open up the chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Release the hands. Both hands coming down to the mat. Stepping back into plank. Coming into chaturanga. Press it right back up into plank. And now come all the way down to the mat. Gonna move through that same locust variation. Strengthening our back, so reaching the arms forward. Forehead down for a moment. And then inhale, begin to let those hands hover above the ground. Head is slightly up. Bend the elbows, slide the shoulders back. From here, slide those hands back beside the legs. Reaching hands towards the toes. You can even point those toes back, staying active through your legs. Release the hands to your lower back. Release the head down. On your next breath, reaching those arms back. Opening up the chest. Taking the arms out to the side, into a T. Bend those elbows, slide the shoulders back and away. And then reaching the arms up and overhead. One more breath. Release everything down. Slide the hands under the shoulders. Pressing up to hands and knees and back, downward facing dog. From here, let's step or jump to the top of the mat. Folding over the legs. Inhale, rise up halfway. And exhale, fold. And then coming all the way up to stand. Arms reach up and into your heart. So I'll turn sideways. We're going to come into chair pose. So beginning to sit back. Knees can be together, or you can keep the feet hip distance apart, whichever you prefer. So sitting back, hugging the belly in so you have this kind of strength from all around the girdle. And then bringing your weight over into your left side. Begin to lift that right foot up off the mat. Extend the arms out. Balance. Set it right back down. Chair pose, hands at the heart. Shift that weight over into your right side. Again, to lift the left leg up. Extend the arms out. So kind of an exploding firework here. So sitting back in, coiling in, and then exploding out. Draw that foot down, sit down into your chair. Lean over into the right side, left leg reaches out and open. Come down. Reach the arms out in front, chair pose. Keep reaching, reaching, and fold forward, Uttanasana. Shake out the head and the neck, shake out the arms. And then from here, stepping it back, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up to the sky. Draw the knee in, step forward, warrior one. Both arms come up, extend up, and we're gonna exhale, sweep the hands down, maybe fingertips touch the mat, and just hovering over our leg, press down through the feet, lift up, exhale, fold, inhale, lift, one more, just bowing, sweeping those arms back, rising up, and now we'll come into this halfway point where we're reaching, bring some weight into that right foot, lift up the back leg, warrior three. Arms can come down to blocks if you'd like, right under the shoulders. And we're continuing to extend the leg and the arms. One more breath. Slowly step that foot back, coming into crescent. So staying on the ball of your back foot. Lift those arms up. Bring the hands down. Left hand will stay, right arm will reach up into a twist. Draw that hand down, step it back, three-legged dog. So right leg up into the sky. Bend your knee and begin to open your hip towards your right side. Stay right here, or you can let that right foot drop behind you, coming into wild thing. Pressing the hips up, pressing into the left hand. As we've gone into wild thing, return to your three-legged dog by bringing your right hand down. Right leg to the sky. Hug that right knee into the belly. Step the right foot between the hands. Lower the back knee. So coming up into our low lunge. And just practicing for today, bring those hips up right over your knees. You're up a little higher. You're gonna really get into the psoas right there. So lifting both arms up, and then bringing both hands down to the waist. We'll release left arm out and up. And begin to tip yourself just gently, just a smidge, over to the right, fanning out that left side. Circle that arm. Come back to center. Right arm will reach up and over. Circle around. Take both arms up through the center. Circle around. Downward facing dog. Pause here for a breath. Left leg will reach up to the sky. Hug the knee in. Step forward, warrior one. Both arms reaching up to the sky. Exhale, legs are strong. Torso bows. Sweeping the arms forward and back. Inhale, pressing down to lift up. Exhale. Inhale, rising. And one more time. Bowing over this leg. And we're going to move into warrior three. So beginning to tip that torso forward. Bringing weight into our left foot. Lifting our back leg up. Extending the arms forward, extending that back leg. Option to bring the hands to blocks. Gaze is down on the mat or down on the ground. Two more breaths. Slowly begin to reach that right foot back, coming into a high lunge. Staying on the ball of that back foot, reach the arms up. Bring the hands down. Right hand will stay down on the mat or the block. Left arm will reach up into the twist. Draw that hand down. Step it back. Three-legged dog. Bend your left knee. Begin to open your hip. Open your body to your left side. If it feels good, you can drop that left foot behind you, making your way into Wild Thing. Arching the body. And then bringing that left hand back down, meeting us all in our three-legged dog. Hug that left knee into the body. Step the left foot between the hands and lower the back knee. Low lunge. And coming up, stacking that hip right above the knee so that you can really open up the psoas, open up the front of the hip. Both arms reach up. Exhale, both hands down to the waist. Starting on our right side, right arm reaches out, up, and then begin to tip yourself towards the left, opening up that right side. Circle the arm in front and down. Left arm reaches out, up, and over. Circle. Both arms through the center, reach up. Bring both hands down to the mat, downward facing dog. Pressing into the hands. See if you can lift up through your hip crease. Extending your spine, taking the weight off the hands. Roll forward into plank. Come down to the mat. On our belly, go ahead and we're going to either move through locust, either reaching the arms back, interlacing the fingers, or touching the outer ankles for Dhanurasana, for both. So choosing a place that feels comfortable. If you're using the hands in locust, allow the chest to rise. If you've gone into bow pose, let the feet do the work. Maybe keeping the hips, the thighs low for the chest opening. Only lifting if it feels appropriate. Wherever you've chosen, 6 full breaths. And then releasing everything down. Bring your forehead to the back of your palms. Go ahead and come up to hands and knees. And we're going to come all the way down onto our back. So drawing your right knee in, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Setting up a reclining pigeon. stay here if you'd like, or drawing the legs towards the body. You can interlace the fingers behind that left knee, or optionally in front of the left knee. So just listening to your body. What feels really appropriate today? Are things just a little tighter? Enjoying one more breath here. And setting the left foot down, keeping the right leg crossed. We're going to slowly bring that right foot down towards the mat. You've still got these pigeon legs, S legs. And so we're setting up just a different type of twist. Take the arms out nice and wide, or bending the elbows. And see if you can really anchor that right shoulder. Breathing into the torso, breathing into the belly. See if you can lengthen the sides of the body. Gaze can be towards the right side. Gaze could also be up towards the ceiling. And then slowly begin to come back to center. Releasing your right foot down. Left knee curls in. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Feel things out. All feels good. Lift the legs off the mat. Interlacing the hands if you'd like behind that right knee or in front. And pausing right here. Feeling what you feel in the body. And one more breath. And we begin to bring that right foot down to the mat. And then letting the legs twist over the body. Left sole of foot comes to the mat. Arms opening out into a T or to those cactus arms. Anchoring our left shoulder down onto the mat. Breathe into that left side. Slowly coming back to center, releasing the left leg, and then extending the legs nice and long for Shavasana. Arms can release beside the body. Taking 3 full deep breaths here. Allowing your body to just release onto your mat, adding any props that feel wonderful. I'll stay quiet for a few moments. You can listen to the lovely ambiance of my birds in the yard. Slowly beginning to welcome some movement back. Making your way up to seated. Thank you as always for joining me for practice today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.